Delicious homemade meals on a budget? Yes, it's possible. Today I'm making Arroz de Frango, a one-pot Portuguese chicken and rice dish that's comforting, packed with flavor, and made with simple, affordable ingredients. Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Claudia, a passionate home cook sharing her love for Portuguese cuisine. On Tuesdays, I usually post a recipe video, and on Saturdays, I post more of a vlog style video. If that is something that interests you, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. So let's go over the ingredients. For this recipe, we're gonna need some long grain rice, 1 medium finely chopped onions. I have some diced chorizo, Portuguese chorizo. I have some diced garlic, 2 bay leaves, 100 grams, the mozzarella cheese that I've grated, and a few slices of chorizo to decorate the dish with after. We're also going to be using some olive oil, salt and pepper, and we're going to be using the broth that we cooked our chicken in. For this dish, we will be using chicken legs as they're more affordable and they will add more flavor to our dish. So let's get into it. Bora cozinhar.
We're going to cover our chicken legs with water, add in some salt. You could also add in some onions, celery, and carrots and cook for 35 minutes.
I will be using my brazier because I find that there's more cooking surface for us to cook our rice in. So just cover it with a little bit of olive oil at the bottom and we're gonna heat that up. So I have my broth that I cooked the chicken in right here, and that's what we're gonna be using. It is still warm. If your chicken broth is not warm anymore, I would suggest heating it up for just a little bit, just so you're not adding a cold broth to your rice. And this dish is going to come together super quick. The thing that's going to take the longest is cooking the chicken, but putting together the dish after with the rice comes together super fast. When your olive oil is hot, you can add in your onions and your chorizo and the 2 bay leaves, and we're going to saute that for about 3 to 5 minutes until the onions are translucent. The good thing about making it in a brazier or in a pot that can go in the oven is that it's a one-pot meal. You don't have to dirty any more dishes. If you don't have a brazier or something that can go in the oven, then you can just transfer it to a dish. And now that our onions are translucent and the chorizo has released some of its flavor, we're gonna add in the garlic and let it go for about 30 seconds. And now we're gonna add in our rice and just coat it with all this flavor. Just toasting it a little bit so it can absorb all the flavors. And we're gonna add in a bit of our broth. So each of the ladle, that's about half a cup. And I'm gonna reduce the heat and I'm gonna add in our chicken that we've shredded. You want to cook the chicken with the rice just so it can absorb more of the flavor. And now you want to add enough liquid for the rice to cook. And we're going to reduce the heat to just like a simmer. You want to give the rice enough broth so that it can cook in. And you just want to keep an eye on it in case you need to add more broth to it. So we're going to lower the heat to a simmer, cover it, and once in a while check in on it to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom of our pan. So we want to give it a stir. And it shouldn't take longer than about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. So let's keep an eye on it. I almost forgot, we gotta add in some salt. I'm gonna add in about half a teaspoon of salt because we did add salt when we cooked the chicken. And I'm also gonna add in a quarter teaspoon of pepper. Our rice is cooked and now it's time for us to put the cheese on top and the chorizo and put it in the oven. I'm actually going to transfer the rice and chicken into this casserole dish because my braiser cannot go into the oven if the temperature is more than 450. And we're going to broil it just to melt the cheese. So I'm going to transfer it into here and then cover it with cheese. So while I'm transferring it over, I'm also going to remove the bay leaves because we no longer need those. And the smell is just so delicious. It smells, the smell, like it's incredible. And it's a nice and creamy, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really creamy. And I don't know if you can see, but Maggie, my dog, she's sitting right next to me because she loves chicken. She loves the smell of chicken. And when she's sick, we sometimes make chicken and rice for her. So she's very familiar with this smell. And sometimes when we make, like when I cook chicken, I'll give her the broth too. I'm sure she's waiting to see if she can have any leftover chicken or broth. So now I'm gonna cover it with the mozzarella cheese. You don't need to put a lot on it, you just want to give it a cover. And that's just gonna elevate this dish, make it a bit more decadent. And now we're just gonna use our chorizo slices just to decorate. And now in the oven it goes just to melt the cheese. So I'm just gonna broil it. Here we have it, our Arroz de Frango. Smells delicious. And now comes the most difficult part of it all. I know I always say this, but it truly is. Let's have a taste. Look how delicious. It smells incredible. So let's have a taste. It is so flavorful and delicious. You wouldn't think that this would be a budget meal. Arroz de Frango is truly a comforting, budget-friendly meal that's full of flavor. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to comment and subscribe for more delicious meals. Would you try this recipe? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you make it, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.